Alright guys, welcome back. My name's JTM and today I'm at the NEC for the National Event of Railway Modelling. See here we've got a lovely Lego railway right front and foremost. Very impressive, covered in some spectacular rock builds.
They've probably got new chimney pots or upgraded chimney pots.
Here we have the original 3-rail style Hornby double. Very nice to see that stuff still kicking around. Then we came across a not very pretty but very functional, massive, genuinely enormous layout, which was running 5 steam locomotives. I really liked this one. Just watching the little engines chuff past was very nice. And there were some very decorative bits as well as functional bits. I really liked what they did with this. I just thought it was so creative. See what I mean? More decorative bits as well as functional bits. Having moved around the other side of the layout, I saw a different angle and a very cool truck tip which is happening where they let people come to have a go and they'd have loaded wagons full of gravel and they'd shunt them all around the tip and turn them over. It was very cool.
It's amazing, isn't it?
This is definitely by far my favourite layout because I am biased and I have just a thing for the slate quarries in North Wales, as this layout models Penrhyn Quarry.
Disregard that. I need to send something the other way first.
Here we have a gorgeous layout modelling. I think the Swiss Alps, but it might be the Austrian Alps. I really like this layout. I've seen it before. It's very nice backdrop, and there's a helix at the end of the layout. It's very cool. I think it. Good bit of Hand of God coming into play there as well, as the logo was not playing well. This is the Pico award winners stand, where they were displaying all of the winners and runner-ups of all age categories from a competition. I can't remember what it was. There's all sorts of variety that you see, including enormous layouts. This is in N-gauge, but is the size of a large room. It's insane. Here we have some brilliant pieces of engineering, being the live steam double O gauge radio. It's not pretty, but it's functional and it's cool. Really like it.
So, that could have been a water.
Yeah. Yes.
Then I found this, which is the NCMA modular layout, owned by LMM and friends of LMM. Links in the description.
Thank you for coming to the 2025 National Festival of Rowing Oddly. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Rapido Trains, Metcalf, Mercura Scale, Footplate and DTC Concepts for their support of this show, and the 10 of Rowing.
This is a layout I've seen before. It models Switzerland and the high Alps with all the snow and ski resorts, and it's very pretty. I think the modeller of this one has done a brilliant job.
I think so. I think the chap, when he does retire or whatever, sells it on, I think they've got the first refusal. So
Yeah.
I think I've heard in something like that.
You know, yeah, that's true. But it looks really good. You know, we went to the battlefield.
Worst thing now is all these houses in his state they've built at the back of your
This is going to be just on the coast, right? So all this was cleared. If you go down to Donaghadee now, from that white wall, the harbour, all still exists.
Really like the detail of the steam coming from the ship's front. It's very impressive. This layout had a very impressive canyon and a large single span
Oh my
bridge
God.
crossing it.
They put one of the lifting low.
What's the micro layout?
That's what I'm going to be headed for, yeah.
Well, it's so much what a modern house. That's what it can
This is the miniature railway, which was set up at the back of the hall.
So yeah, so that's there's a freeway board. So that's
Now I got a bit closer to the miniature railway. This layout was one of the largest, I would say. Modelled, well, I'm not sure what it modelled, but it was a very large square, covered in locomotives and stock. Very impressive.
I went from Dynamos before, which was wireless, and it was like that.
Christ Hospital and Pershing.
I really like the announcing system on this layout.
Take that kangaroo.
I was especially a fan of this layout, as can we just take a minute to appreciate
Yeah, so
the
you're going
weather
for that
on
sliding
that
now.
locomotive.
Yeah.
It's very impressive. And a big shout out to the owners of the layout.
It could actually do. Yeah, I'm not sure you'll be able to connect to it to see. Oh yeah. It's alright that.
This layout is owned by Elvinly Railways, which is a YouTube channel, and the link for Elvinly Railways will also be in the description. I really like this layout. The roof made the brilliant shading. I really like this layout because the road came right the way to the edge, and it was very realistic if you looked at it right from the bottom. This is what I mean. Could you tell if that was real life or fake if you were just shown that picture?
Sorry, my fault.
I'm in the old
I think I was in one of the units when my dad worked for ICL, and all I know, I think it's Cheryl's Way, wherever that is, and I know it's quickly going to go.
Yeah, it's not the text, that's fine. I like
This layout modelled 3 rail London Underground. It's very impressive.
Is it? You just it's lights on the back
As you can see, it also featured top surface. The military railway had a non-functional steam locomotive with them, which they were letting people sit in. I was very taken by it because the seat was surprisingly comfortable actually. Then I found this 009 layout, which modelled a nice narrow gauge railway in Exeter, I think. I can't remember. But for someone who's rather taken by the 2-foot gauges, I really like this layout. On the opposite end of the layout, it also has a mainline connection, which I thought was very well modelled. I really liked that. On this layout, we had a house hanger disco, which I thought was a very creative idea. Yes, I really like this one.
It's like the other one we were looking at.
Obviously,
see a fire engine.
This layout was absolutely massive and featured a wide variety of rolling stock and scenery, mainly industrial settings. I like this a lot. I was also a fan of the mostly unpainted logo, and I thought it was a very creative and different way of expressing models. Then I returned to the Swiss or Austrian Alps layout. Because at this point, all my planning and coordination had gone to pot, and I was just walking around the hall videoing all of the layouts I've walked past. Which, coordination, you're at the wrong channel. Watching trains, you're in the right place. So, yeah. This layout modelled narrow gauge quarries, and it was by Rapido trains. This model had some very impressive craftsmanship going into the scenery in the rock faces. Very impressive. And I returned to the live steam layout, and then went on back to the enormous N-gauge layouts right in the middle of the hall. Then I returned to the MCMA modular layout right before the end of the show, as I wanted to get in some talking with Laurie. That's all I've got for you today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I do really recommend visiting the NEC next year, as it is well worth the visit. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.